Hello, everyone. This is the Inner Voice Show, part of the Evolving Mind series in the Togetherness media. I'm Dr. Foojan Zeine, psychotherapist and the founder of the Awareness Integration Theory. This is a show about what matters most in our life, our minds, our thoughts, feelings, actions, relationships, and our fulfillment in this beautiful journey of life. Today, I will share the tip of the week about how to transfer our skills from one area of life to the other. And then I'm excited to bring you Faith Alicia. She talks about her own journey through eating disorder and her new book, Do You See What I See? It's an interactive workbook of personal reflections, strategies, and tools for anyone suffering from an eating disorder. I will share with you then how to watch for your agitation, which can cling to any matter and create a fight within as well as with others. And then I bring you Barbie Engel. She's the president of International Pain Foundation and the author of Wheels to Heals, sharing her powerful story about life-changing events that force reflection and sprouts her journey. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and podcast and connect with me through Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of them. Go to Foojan.com and from there, go to all of the social media. I'd love to hear from you. The topics you want me to talk about, the guests you want me to bring, all of it. Just share with me who you are and bring your blessing of who you are and your experiences to the show. But first, here's the tip of the week. Here's the tip of the week. There are many times in life when you know skills in communication, negotiation, emotional regulation, expression, rising above it all, and more. However, you may choose not to use them. You might know how to empathize and be compassionate, and yet at times you become cold and hold on to your negative judgments. You might know how to negotiate in your career, but choose not to negotiate with your mates. You might know how to communicate cordially with people, even if you don't feel good or you're angry. You choose not to be cordial when communicating with your family members. You might be understanding towards strangers and refuse to accept your children when they do exactly the same thing. What are some of the reasons for these types of disconnect? People usually have different beliefs, rules, parameters, boundaries, emotional attachments for different areas of their life. They may not care much about strangers and therefore not have the same type of intensity of emotions or insistence in upkeeping certain standards. They may have learned a particular type of communication as an adult in a work environment, and therefore compartmentalize and only classify that communication style to work category and not in family settings. They may feel safe and close with the family members and spouse to unleash and express all of their emotions while they do not feel safe for others to see the side of them, the side of vulnerability. They may hold an elevated sense of expectation from a parent that they would not have from a neighbor. They may think that they have to win and be the boss in some environment while they're aware that the same thing will not be available in other areas, and so on. The important factor is when you have the tool or the skill and you already see the positive results in one area, apply it to all areas of your life. Most life skills are transferable and useful in all areas of life. If you see that your communication style works in your career, then use it at home. When you see that you can negotiate the best deals for yourself, then bring that negotiation skills into your daily interaction with people at work or at home? As you experience that you're capable of regulating your anger and anxiety and fear and sadness well with your customers, then use the same skills with your spouse and your children. It takes observation and attentiveness toward daily skills, appreciating the skills as it creates favorable results, applying the workable skills to other areas of your life with consideration of various boundaries in different areas of your life, testing to see if it gives similar favorable results in other areas of your life, and modifying those skills when deemed necessary to match the specific boundaries and parameters of that particular area of your life. For more observational skills and learning ways to clear the past wounds so that you can be open and opening yourself to all that is available for you to learn, go to my book, Life Reset, The Awareness Integration Path to Create the Life You Want. Thank you. I wanted to share this matter with you, which is interesting. I have just come from a retreat of many days of meditation, and it just felt like I was calm. And as I woke up every morning, I did my meditation and I went through the calmness of the day as if I could handle anything, and anything in the world would show up, and it would just kind of like let go, like a Teflon effect. It wouldn't even stick. And amazingly enough, I didn't have time to do meditation for a couple of days. And this morning I woke up as if that agitation is there. And the agitation does not necessarily represent anything. It's just a agitation that is there. And then I watched my head, my brain, my thought process, as they looked for things that were there to pick on, as if I needed something for the agitation to kind of get stuck to, go forward and attach itself to, where the same issues and the same conversations and the same matters were there the week before. So I wonder, what is the difference between the times that I'm calm and open and kind of flexible with things that are happening and look at those from a perspective of all is well, or that there's an agitation that is looking for a problem to solve, looking for things that are out there to make a point at it. So I realized also that a lot of people I work with, they look at things, for example, they wake up one day in their relationship and they look at all the things that have been there the day before, the way before that for years, but today they're going to pick at it. They're going to say how much they don't like it, which in another day, same things are there, but they're flexible with it. What's the difference? The same thing can happen at work. You may be at the same type of job for many, many years. One day it's intolerable. Another day it's as if all is well, I can handle it. So it is important to know that the way we are with our world either makes it or breaks it. The way we attend to the world as is, it creates a space whether we could go with an openness to clear things, handle things, or we can go with an agitation, with an attitude, with a chip on our shoulder, with a sense of entitlement of why should it be this way, and resisting it, and then changing it from a resistance place versus changing and adapting, and from a place that is like, it's all well, and I'm gonna, co-create or shift or adapt to what's happening, or even change what's happening. So they come from, it's almost like the energy you come from dealing with things. It could either be a soft flow, or it could be a fight. You get to choose. I was privy to look at, I wake up sometimes with a fighting mode, and then I have to take care of myself to calm down that area, that agitation that showed up. And there's nothing wrong with it. And you don't always have to look at where is it showing up from. it's great to listen to it and see where is it coming from. And maybe if there's something you really need to handle, take care of yourself in some way so that the agitation is released and handled. On the other hand, it's also important to see if that agitation belongs to a certain matter. Just because it's here, it might also cling to all matters in life and create more of a problem than it is just because the agitation clung to something. So be aware of that. And the more that you can let go of that agitation and allow it to be handled with whatever the actual issue is, then it doesn't have to kind of spread over everything in all areas of your life during the day. Thank you.
Togetherness Media. Togethernessmedia.com